a big, strong man. I love you.
What is up, Chocolatiers? Today, I'm talking about The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt. Ooh, she looked good in this. Anyways, this film tells the story of Mark Kerr, focusing on his life and career from 97 to 2000. Now, before even seeing the movie, all I kept hearing was the buzz. You know, the people were saying, this is Oscar talk, Oscar talk. And honestly, I don't know. Maybe I just look at movies differently. Maybe it's just because I genuinely love movies. But I feel like people just kind of love to complain, especially like with The Rock. Like, I kept hearing, there's no way The Rock's that good, or it's The Rock, what do you expect? My reaction is like, dude, you ain't seen the movie yet. Let's just wait and see. And after seeing it, let's be real. You know, The Rock, I feel like, is not a bad actor compared to actual bad actors. I think people confuse disliking the movies he's in to saying he can't act. Like, for example, everybody does their pretty good job in the Fast and Furious franchise. Don't mean all of them are good. You know? And I feel like when we start looking at people like that, you automatically say that his acting's bad. And it's really the same deal because, you know, usually he's given scripts where he's just beating up bad guys or shooting guns, whatever. That doesn't really allow for you to have an Oscar-level performance, but here I feel like it is different because he's playing an actual person. Now, do I think The Smashing Machine is one of the year's best films like some are claiming? No. I wouldn't put it in that top echelon, but I do think that it's a really, really good movie. It tells a story, you know, that at times is very sad, at times uplifting, and it really shines when it gets to Kerr's fighting career in Japan. That's pretty much the whole film when it covers. And the performances are the heart of this film. The Rock is very excellent. You can tell that he really cared about this role. He looks completely different. He fully commits, and that gives the performance that raw, you know, real feel. And this isn't your typical Rock performance. This feels like something else. Emily Blunt is good as always. Honestly, I don't think that she's getting enough credit for this film. In the third act especially, she does really, really good. She absolutely nails it. And it's one of those supporting performances that elevates the whole movie. Now, the fights themselves are pretty brutal. They're very well shot, and they have this kind of surreal energy to them. I also loved how some scenes were filmed with a grainy static TV look, like, for example, the intro, pulling you right back into the late 90s fighting atmosphere. You know, that soundtrack is really subtle, but it works. It underlines the emotion without overpowering the moment. That intro scene that I keep talking about, that was where I was like, oh, this might be gas, and it is. Now, I do have a couple nitpicks, though. Some scenes I feel like run a little too long, and there are definitely moments where I think things could have been trimmed. And yeah, it does kind of fall into some of those biopic cliches. You know, you've got like the drug-addicted arc. You know, you've got the struggle in the marriage, those familiar beats to expect in the story. But again, that isn't really a complaint necessarily. That's why I said it's a nitpick, because it actually happened. But I feel like the strength is the performances and the execution of this story. At the end of the day, I feel like The Smash Machine is a really solid film. It's emotional, it's intense, and I feel like it's anchored by two excellent performances from Dwayne and even Emily. It might not be my pick for film of the year or even close, but it absolutely is worth watching, and I definitely watch it again for sure. I think it's flopping this weekend, but I might kind of be expected even, like, I go to the movies every week, and I think I saw one trailer for this during one showtime or something. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good movie. If you want to go watch it, definitely go watch it. I'm going to give The Smash Machine an 8.5 out of 10. It's very strong, very emotional, very solid. And with that, comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this film. What would you rate it? Did you really love it? And with that, like, subscribe for more. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Handing them out like candy. Let's all get in. Everybody get in.